Hey, welcome to another episode of Why Real Estate. I wanted to go over 5 of the most commonly asked and frequently asked questions that I receive right now. Okay, and so hopefully take some notes here and refer to this video often if this helps. But some of the 5 most common questions I'm receiving right now for sellers are: first, is it a good time to sell? Now that obviously depends on your personal circumstances. If you have to sell, okay, which could mean you have a job change, you need to pull the equity out of your home for financial reasons, it's an estate sale and you're representing the property or the estate, or if you're going through a divorce, okay? Now, suppose you have to sell, right? Well, and you got to get away from that low interest rate that you likely locked in at a few years ago or more. The key to selling right now is pricing correctly. Okay, it is absolutely imperative that the price that you put it in is right, because people right now, with how high interest rates are, and they're not exorbitantly high, okay, I think this is going to become the new normal, what we're living, they're going to look at the value of your home, and depending on where they see it fits with how prepared it is to list, and that'll be a question that I go over here in a minute, they're going to, depending on their offer and what they put in, is going to determine what they ask for concession-wise, or if they even give a full price offer. So definitely it is a great time to sell. We had over 11,000 homes in November on the market, and we're down to just over 9,000 today on the Wasatch Front MLS. So absolutely, as a seller, definitely a good time to sell. Second question I get is, how much is my house worth? Okay, obviously you've heard of a comparative market analysis, which can be done. I like to do a thing called an equity assessment report, which essentially I go find out the value of your house, I dig in, I look at the upgrades that you've done, all the nuances with the countertops, the cabinets, the flooring, the paint, the layout of the house. I go through and I compare that to other recently sold properties. And if you get me your mortgage payoff information, then we can establish how much equity you have in your home, okay? So third thing, what do I need to do to get my house ready for sale? This may be the longest list and longest answer, okay? Highly recommend 3 Ds: deep clean, declutter, depersonalize. Deep clean means exactly that, everything inside and out. We need to show pride of ownership, okay? They need to know that you love your home, that it's well taken care of, and that they don't have a reason why, it doesn't give them a reason not to want to live in it because of how well you've cleaned it. And that means windows, window sills, baseboards, door frames, doors, flooring. Get a great professional cleaner in there to get the flooring done. We actually just had ours done at our house today. Highly recommend it. Declutter, okay? You need to live minimally the amount of furniture, pull everything off the walls, because as people walk into your home, they're going to want to imagine what they would do with the space. And if there's stuff all over the place, they just can't do it. They're going to feel claustrophobic, okay? They're going to feel restricted. We need to make sure that isn't the case. And then, of course, depersonalizing goes a lot along with declutter. Pictures, personal medals, trophies, family, a lot of that you want to put away. And a lot of people ask me, well, what do I do with all this stuff? Because if they don't want to pay for a storage unit or don't have one, or don't have one nearby, simply use your garage. Just make sure it's organized, that it's not chaotic, that it's put together well. And then one of the last things I would always recommend you do is staging. Staging helps homes sell faster and get higher offers. Okay, and the perception that it gives to a buyer is absolutely critical. It separates it from other similar homes. So if you do those things, and a little bit more extensive list would include replacing all of your light bulbs, especially the ones that are burned out, put in LED lights, really lighten up the space, paint, flooring. Those things are very much worth it when it comes to getting the most out of your home. Last thing, one more thing I wanted to say on that is the smell. The smell is the strongest scent tied to memory. So you've got to have some fresh scents. You've got to get rid of signs of pets, okay? And a smell that they remember is something that's going to be very powerful to get your home sold. Another question I get asked, question number 4 by potential sellers, people looking to sell: should I get a home inspection done? I would say absolutely. It creates confidence, transparency, trust with future buyers, especially if it's attached to the MLS, the listing. And you can find out, it's a good eye opener for you as a seller to know, okay, what could potentially be an issue, so that you have no surprises when the buyer who makes an offer and goes through his due diligence, which includes an inspection, you're not surprised. Like, you know, and it gives you time to address any major potential concerns. And obviously there's always going to be a few negative things on a home inspection report. Well, you'll be able to address those. Okay. And fifth, how long will it take me to sell my house? Well, average days on market, Q4 of last year in Utah on the Wasatch Front MLS was 58. So plan on 2 months, and that means days on market means how many days was it listed before the seller got an offer that they could accept.